Mongolz or myRevenge? What are you going with? What's your gut saying after the first two matches we've seen?
I think it comes to who gets... if Mongolz can get the CT side first. I think we're just waiting for someone to reconnect really quickly, then we'll be kicking off the knife round. If Mongolz can get CT side, I think their aim alone will be able to shut down myRevenge. But then again, if myRevenge can have a strong T side, then they can execute the sites really well, and not to mention work off the way Mongolz are playing. I wanna actually root for myRevenge, but I'm not sure which team can win. You know, Zilkenberg had a phenomenal game in the first one of the day up against Immunity. He had so many great shots. He had great clutches as well. And they look at the side of myRevenge. They have so many strong players across the board. HSK really stepped up in their last game. Sound, I believe, wasn't really performing too well, but it'll be his opportunity to this time.
Felt like there was a pistol fight I'd have. That was a little sloppy.
Wait, is this actually the knife round?
I don't know, because they've just team killed the hell out of each other. Well, I guess it is the knife round.
I don't think they realized it.
Well, Shakar and Mongolz took the knife round.
And they want to stay CT. I'm not sure what's going to go on with that. Yeah, looks like we're going to reload back in. But, you know, if you were to make a guess about who you think would win this one, you know, I'm favoring the side of myRevenge. Are you kind of going the same route?
Honestly, I'm not sure, because Mongolz really
I mean, you got to cast both the teams, so...
Yeah, Mongolz were really good earlier on. myRevenge, they have good team executes, so possibly, you know, it fits for Inferno. But Mongolz were just raw aimers. No, myRevenge. I'm going to go with myRevenge. We're going to... I had to put a lot of thought into that one. I was a little overthinking. Brain power being used, a little jet lag kicking in.
A little bit, yeah. I'm getting a little tired. But this is going to be a great game. We're going to have some awesome kills going back and forth, some great rounds, and I'll keep this up. Oh, so here's the knife round.
Right, we're going to see a proper knife round. No pistol in each other this time. See how it works out between them. If you've just joined us, guys, you've missed a bunch of games already. Immunity managed to take down Mongolz. That was the first game of the day, 16-10. Skyred then managed to take out myRevenge. That was on cash. That was 16-9. And then Immunity, Skyred just played each other in the winner bracket, and Immunity came out on top. They've moved through to the semi-finals tomorrow. They're going to be placing against the team that finishes second in Group B. Group B will be starting after this match. We will have Renegades versus Neckbreak. That's going to be coming up on stage as soon as this match concludes. And then, of course, the winner of this will be playing against Skyred. That will be tomorrow morning in Malaysia
the first
time,
game of the day tomorrow,
which would be like 6 a.m. in Central European time or something like that.
6 hours behind, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's about 6 a.m. somewhere around there. Here we go. Knife round, Mongolz. They're going to be starting out on CT. myRevenge starting out on the T side. This is the Asian qualifiers, the offline qualifiers here in Malaysia. We are live. The teams are here.
Oh my lord, they're going to 4-man stack, 3-man stack down middle. They're going to completely catch him off guard. There's 1 man towards Banana. Nuka able to pick up a kill over towards alt mid though. And look at this, Frost coming in big for his team. Picks up one, Nuka picks up another. And they're shutting myRevenge down ASAP.
Well, Passe the only man standing, but he's got 9 health. Don't fancy his chances. It could have worked out well. They could have got around the back of him, but full-on aggression from Mongolz, almost Navi-esque there. They just piled straight down there. No respect given. This is going to be Frost catching him around the back. All too easy. And Mongolz start off just as well as they did against Immunity.
That's like the ballsiest thing you could do on Inferno when this is an elimination match. Rush 3 or 4 people over towards A, 2 down middle, and the rest to hold on to towards alt middle. That was so aggressive. It worked out so well for them, though, as you're seeing. They won the round, and now they're on the buy up against the Tech 9 armor out of myRevenge.
Zilkenberg taking the scout over to B as well, so he's going to have a little peek on down there. Looks like myRevenge are going to try and do the same again, but this time a little more successfully. It is a full Tech 9 rush down there. Zilkenberg's pushing down Banana with the scout. Where's he going?
Well, he got 1 kill ready on the HSK with the headshot. He's able to smoke up the bomb as well, so maintaining that control is it forced myRevenge to go over towards the safe side. Those Tech 9s, you want to be running gunning, but you also don't want to really do it through a smoke. That doesn't really help too much.
You would hope not, that's for sure, but it worked out. Mongolz, pure aggression. Maybe catching myRevenge a little off guard here. This time around, though, Zilkenberg thinks better of sticking around. He's going to back away, tries to get another tag. I think he caught Passe there. He did. He managed to catch him a little bit through the wall. Sound also caught out. Passe goes down. Zilkenberg got himself a double already. Not flustered at all, being the only man on B side. Now he's got backup, though. Now the supports come around. Manages to get peek And another little tag on towards down there. Doesn't manage to finish him off though. Finally, the rest of his team get involved in this one. Sound's going to try and push on through the smoke, but that would be a mistake as the rest of his team are picked off around the back.
Able to clean up the kill on the Sound. Now it's all on Zion as he's looking to push up maybe Banana. He's got a flank coming in behind him, so he's not going to live for much longer. Mongolz going to pick up a 2-0 lead. Zilkenberg, though, the aggressive play out of him. I mean, he was all on a B when he had the bomb of it smoked, was double scoped in towards the boost spot. He could have been rushed down if they actually went through that to hit him. And then he runs away and then picks up a kill and then goes back to peek again. Like, that's so aggressive to do, but it worked out so damn well for him. Got a lot of money in his pocket already.
So Silkenberg switched it up. He's gone back to MP7 now.
Are they really going down middle? This is... I mean, it's the perfect read. They're all going towards Banana.
Aggression. Well, I mean, they're going to be running in. Mara is actually flashed out, but they still managed to get a complete easy ace. Mara with a 4K. Wow. That's just... I mean, that was more myRevenge's aggression than Mongolz, but Mongolz were coming down the middle already. So whichever way they went, they were going to meet each other.
It's the no respect play. Mongolz taking advantage of that completely.
Double off.
Oh my lord.
What is going on in this game?
This is such a big investment out of them as well, and there's not going to be up against an op themselves. They're going to get flashed in, I think, for Nuka, or maybe just waiting for that flash to blind him up. He's going for the peak. He's going to spot out one man. He's going to miss the shot, unfortunately. He couldn't connect on a passe, but... the repeat can't connect either, and again, Zilkenberg getting aggressive towards Banana. There's no one here. They have so much information from that they can rotate this man, Mara, back towards A.
So we're all alone. That man's going to peek. Oh, pass A. You just switched away the second he peeked. That timing, Jason. Sign does manage to get Nuka down, though. Tries to get a peek around on towards Mara. Mara in. Cubby just waiting. He's got support. Sugu covering him off, is going to catch one in the back. He should get a second, but he doesn't. HSK comes round to the rescue, and Sogo's now in trouble. But look at this, Silkenberg's already rotated around, gets one through Arch, doesn't get the second. Silkenberg going to keep on following around while they push onto the site. Frost will get one from Pit. Can he get the second? He knows he's on site, has to go for the reload. Silkenberg pushes round, gets himself an AK. And another easy round. Mongolz 4-0 up, starting off strong against myRevenge.
Yeah, fantastic job. Zilkenberg again got really aggressive towards Banana, picks up a kill, backs away, and is able to help stop the bomb from getting planted on top of that. myRevenge going to be back on a save, it seems. Just a couple of flashes and some pistols bought up. Not investing into that armor.
I'm trying to think back to when I last saw a European team do double AWP on Inferno. I don't remember. Nuka, though, has switched back to an MP9, as you said. Frost with the grenade. Zilkenberg, you know what? He's thrown a molly out, he's thrown a nade out, and he's just pushing down Banana. YOLO style. You know they're against pistols, and this is Mongolz, just pure, solid aggression going on towards them here. Passe trying to land the shot, but nothing really working for them. We're going to have some incredible deagle work, but Passe has managed to collect himself an MP7. And now let's see if he can make some work from it. Sogo will get himself an easy one on base. Sound, well, he's just got a deagle, a wing, and a prayer.
He's buying some time. 50 seconds to go on that clock. Mara actually might push him, which could net him a kill and potentially gun, but
I'm surprised they haven't already run down mid, to be honest. Oh, it's not going to work out. They go for the knife. Oh, God, he really wanted the knife. He really wanted it. Had to go for the FAMAS in the end. It's 5-0 to Mongolz already. This is not the start myRevenge needed. Well, now they can get themselves rifles, though.
It was 5-0 up against Sky Red earlier on Cash, and that quickly turned with 13 straight for Sky Red. So it could happen. It could happen. But again, I just want to point out Zilkenberg, like, even when they're up against Eco, to push down the bottom Banana alone, where you could die quickly to be overrun by pistols and then lose your op, it's so risky. It feels like it's not even worth doing, but it's working out so well from there, keeping this constant aggression on as Mara's able to pick the kill on the Zyme. And seems to be able to back away too.
Sign pushing up on his own there. No backup, no support, jumping up to car. That's kind of suicidal, really. You're not going to get the support. Nobody was with him. And, you know, he just basically pop flashed and ran in on his own. Sure, if you're an entry fragger, but you need the support, you need the backup, and nobody was with him there. That was just a life lost for no reason.
I mean, again, no respect play. I mean, he's feeling it. He's performing well. We can't deny that. I mean, he's been doing a fantastic job of just solo locking down the bottom Banana. They have a real challenge here as it looks like they're able to push up. myRevenge trying to slow things down and maybe work off a pick. But currently a man down, though, in this. And it looks like they want to go over towards B. But they have to be careful. Sugu able to peek down middle and get a quick kill on Maverick, and then Nuka there to back him up.
Exactly what I was just about to say. The fact that they're just flat out peeking mid, they're not even flashing themselves out there. They're just looking. Silkenberg just picks himself another double up down Banana, and this is just all one-way traffic for the Mongols right now. They are holding out. You know, Silkenberg's got more kills than the entire myRevenge team right now. This is just sick. 3 members, technically. It's just not going well
Frost
for myRevenge.
has yet to die. He's at 7-0. Oh, things are getting rough. myRevenge need to pick something up. They need to punish this really aggressive play down towards the bottom of Banana. Maybe just double nade him or triple nade him. Pick up a quick kill on him and then rotate off of that. And yet, unfortunately, they just can't really afford too much utility to do that. They're able to get a kill though. Sound finally able to open up on Anuka. They do have the man advantage, but can they make something happen off of it? They haven't been able to do anything these past 6 rounds.
Well, they're maybe, just maybe, going to get themselves a peek up towards B or A. There's just a one-on-one over at B side. Silkenberg has rotated all the way around. Mara is edging closer and closer, and Sound is holding the angle. So any little peek is all it needs. Throws out the flash, tries to bait something, but it's not falling for it. Silkenberg continues to get a peek, or a sneaky peek down mid. To come around the corner, it's going to be an easy one. And pass 8 goes down.
He saw the bomb too.
They didn't manage to cover it off though, so they're going to let it get collected. They will hold the angle again and not go down this time. Sound's going to be the man that challenges. As soon as he tucks around this corner, I've got a feel that Silkenberg's going to flash himself out and go aggressive. Sound finally gets him down, and this time myRevenge may just have a little advantage, but it's slipping away again as Mongols pick themselves a 2 kill.
Oh, now it's Frost alone in sight, looking for some help. Just finally have Mara rotating in, and this is looking good finally for myRevenge. That's a one-on-one, and that will be Zine picking up the kill and picking up finally myRevenge's first round.
Well, finally myRevenge picked something up.
That was just taking advantage of Silkenberg getting really cocky.
Yeah,
he peeked towards Arch. He actually flashed himself in, then pushed up and got completely dropped. Like, there was no need to do that. Like, yeah, he can keep the pressure on, but if he stayed alive, they would have had that round.
Senseless aggression. Maverick also saved himself from a bond as well, and it almost went for the 007, but picked up a kill at the end there. So now, myRevenge, after winning the round, what will they do with it? Still money very tight because they just simply haven't got too many kills. Silkenberg actually not pulling the trigger for once. Does the second time, but didn't land it. Knows that he's got a second chance to peek around, just going to smoke it up instead, holding it real deep down that angle. And you can see myRevenge forced basically to go A side.
They could just flash themselves through and rush straight down on Silkenberg. I mean, I want to assume that they should know by now there's only 1 man left alone to defend on that B side, but they've finally been able to push Sound through. It's got Mara off towards Arch though.
A little lacking in teamwork there. You notice myRevenge, the way they were delicately coming out of the door, yet one had already pushed around mid, yet they weren't quite peeking. So if one of your teammates is already out there, you should be following. You should be out and around that corner. Oh. And instead, Mara just pops around, get themselves, they line up for him. Gets a glimpse of Maverick as well. That nade's going to bounce around. Not going to quite catch him off, but they have him caught in a beautiful crossfire. That molly's going to get extinguished, sadly. Should have caught him just as he passed through the smoke there, but as you mentioned, they have tried to challenge this B side, but again, Silkenberg not flustered. Quite happy to hold it solo. Now the support is coming. Mara's going to rotate round.
Ooh, great shot as Zine does allow him to actually get the plant off potentially as Mara's coming around from construction. The bomb going back at the back of Fountain. Zine, is he going to spot him? He does finally notice him, and he gets the kill as well. And you have Frost off to the side. You have Maverick coming in from Banana. The bomb will get planted in the last few seconds of the round. Nuka comes up the kill onto him. And now Frost and Nuka up in a 2-on-1 against Maverick. He does run out of bullets. He's going for the repeat. He gets the kill. And Mongolz going to get their 7th round on the board.
7-1 is the score. Mongols dominant. We weren't sure what to expect from them, honestly, coming into this tournament. They definitely put a little surprise on Immunity early on. Managed to take them equal in the half.
We have to keep in mind, this is the strongest sides for both these teams. Like, once they swap, Mongols have really bad, engages onto the sites, setups, where you have myRevenge, whose aim is a little bit lacking. I mean, we're seeing that alone just with how these duels are going around.
Yeah. It's just, I think, the bare naked aggression. Silkenberg once again. This time it catches him off. And he will get taken out early. We're not going to see any weapons getting saved out here. Wasn't sure whether Mara was fancying tossing his M4 back and going to come and try and rescue it. Signs tried to sneak around there. I think Mara's got the angle on him though. I think he's sense that someone's there. If that double stack comes
see the
in, he
hit?
absolutely will, but instead he doesn't manage to land the shot, switches over to the USB, does get one, but not the second. HSK will make him pay. Tsugu just around the side will catch one on Porch. The spray transfer onto HSK. It was sign he was aiming for. But then still on zone, they still haven't got support. Now support's coming. Frost is on the rotate. They weren't sure because they hadn't really caught a glimpse of the bomb there. Now they're making their way onto site.
Alright, so Sugu, not a lot of HP. They do have Frost coming in from site as well as Nuka, so not going for any banana play. They're going to push straight into construction, straight towards guard, and look for the man back towards Nubox. They get the first kill, the man tucked away very closely. They still have that man, Maverick, over towards Shadow. And he's in the perfect position to punish them. He gets the first, he's looking for the sprint, the second, he gets it, but he can't get the third, and Sugu picks up the clutch and takes now Mongolz up 8-1, picking up a hat trick in that round.
It's a big lead for Mongolz, no doubt about it. They've won the half. Let's see how far they can go with this one. Because at the moment, it's looking like a 13-2 or a 12-3. Could easily be theirs. myRevenge, back with the rifles, back with the AKs. They've got themselves full utility mollies. This is the round they have to take. They have to get themselves back in this, get something going for them, or they'll be the first team to exit the offline qualifiers here in Asia. Will they get themselves in towards that elimination match tomorrow morning against SkyRed? It's an unenviable task, no doubt about it, against SkyRed anyway, but to go out of the tournament this early is not going to be pleasant for whoever takes it. Silkenberg, he felt would have landed that shot, went for the standard position, expecting somebody to be boosted on the logs, didn't manage to catch him. I think it was Parsay, just caught the glimpse through the logs, just at
Why
62
is he still here?
down.
I don't understand. He picks up the kill on HSK. He's punishing them for like trying to challenge out, but you will not see teams typically leave your opera that pushed up. And not to mention, Mara's already backing away to CT spawn. If he goes down, that's an open B site.
Just open route aggression. I'm not too sure really how I can even analyze that. I'd love to get Khan's opinion on some of this crazy aggression that we were going to have in cast this game, actually, but I think he'd be a little bemused by the play that the Mongols are doing, but it's working.
The thing is, like, if he was getting punished more for doing that, this would be like a complete bad move for Mongols, and the scoreline would not look anything close to this. But they're not able to kill him most of the time. He's able to pick up a kill and back away. It's just like things like that should not happen. They need to punish him with some deep nades, or at least a nice flash in to allow him to get control of this. And now with all the money to work with, Mongols are able to Molotov it off, nade it off, use anything they have to lock down this banana area. And you can already see on your screen that they want to go that way. This is where myRevenge want to attack, and yet they're just being completely pushed out.
By one guy.
By one guy, yeah, one guy. Like I would assume they should know by now. It's only him holding it. Mara sometimes does, but they're looking for the push. They're forcing it back finally.
This is what they need to do. This is how it can work. There's going to be a 5-man push straight in there, but he gets one. Then he gets a second. You bet your life he can. Now the support's coming. Doesn't manage to land a third. Gets himself a third as well. They do finally manage to rush him down, but look, all of his team have come around in support. Now Mara's going to get the one. There's just finally HSK remaining. He'll get taken down easily by Mara. And that one-man wrecking ball, Silkenberg, holds them at bay as they go 10-1.
Silkenberg now at 13-4 scoreline. He's tied with Mara at 13-5. On the other side, unfortunately, Pansay at 3-11 for his team. But you have Zion leading at 6-10 and Sound at 6-11. We're going to go into a pause. myRevenge probably should have used that a little bit earlier on to stop this crazy win streak that Mongols are on. And this isn't going to get easier for him on the CT side. Like, if Mongols continue to play like this with no respect, then myRevenge has no chance. I think that we might see our first team knocked out. We need to see them change things up. Like they started to finally adapt by getting really aggressive towards B. But even then, when they rush them down, they still lose 3 people at a time.
Well, let's see what they're going to adapt. Silkenberg on your screen there, playing brilliantly. The in-game leader as well for his team. So when your in-game leader's firing on all cylinders, you bet your life it's working. And he's feeling so confident that he's just like, yep, Mara, I've got this, don't worry. And look again, just look at this insane aggression with an all. We do see teams doing it. We see the deep smokes. We see the aggression
like an AK or M4 that holds a spot though, not at all.
Yeah, with an M4 AK deep down, and they'll have support. There'll be one man deep down there with another backing him up, but he's just on his own, naked. There's no smoke there. He's just sat there staring down the barrel of his gun, waiting, daring someone to come around the corner. Maverick gets Frost. That was over on the top of mid. And it has forced Silkenberg to back up and consider his options.
Well, we can see how well Silkenberg can play when he feels confident and when he feels calm. And you look at Johnny P earlier, he was like the big opera for their team, for Sky Red, and he struggled the entire time. Looks like Sound going to get very aggressive pushing up towards middle, looking for a little bit of a tag on Namara, but the B side's wide open. You can already see Silkenberg's already rotating back. He's going a little bit too quickly, so he's watching over towards Arch, but the bomb, and everyone else is moving straight into sight. They smoked him off as well. No real chance for him to connect any shots, and this should be a plant.
Finally, Silkenberg had actually out-rotated himself, but once again, he switches away. He's actually got a different weapon. Go back to the AWP. Go back to the AWP. That's what you need to do, Silkenberg. Parse takes him down. They are all very low, though. Just a couple of those wild shots would actually land themselves a couple of kills. 10-1, bomb planted. myRevenge in a 3-on-2. Sugu moving in. That one man in corner could be vital. It is HSK. He does get himself the first one to come around the corner. No matter how low the hit points, if they have themselves a good crossfire position, it will be around. And myRevenge, it was an important one. They paused it, they had a discussion, and figured out, you know what, there is just one guy on B site. Let's actually rush him down.
All right, so going into our 13th round of the first half, Mongolz forced to go for FAMAS, and not that much utilities as well. That smoke, I think, went a little bit too deep, so missing out. That's going to allow Passe to push up very aggressively towards B. Of course, Mara and Silkenberg are both here prepared for that push, but I think myRevenge are starting to finally learn exactly what to do, but the only downside is it's too late. You're already down 10-2. They need to pick up these last 3 to have more of a fighting chance come into that second half.
Sign manages to win out a battle. That was in Apartments. Gets himself the entry on Sugu. Maverick and Sound are going to work their way up the top of mid, with Parse and HSK peeking up towards Mott. The Banana, Silkenberg and Mara. Mara's rotated back around there, so this is actually a really good play this time around, and the Mongols have actually been flushed out of the site. Nuka goes down. Now they've got themselves a control. Mara on the rotate through CTR, Silkenberg's backing him up, and they've just gone straight around the corner. Mara didn't wait for support there. Should have waited for Silkenberg to back him up. That was essentially gifting the round across to myRevenge.
Things are getting a little bit dangerous too, because Mongolz, if they're going to keep playing like this, you know, sending one man in by himself, and it might come back to bite them in the rear end. But Silkenberg is looking to stick around maybe. He doesn't have a kit, so there's no real chance he's going to pull this off. He's looking for a couple of exit frags. They already won 4 consecutive rounds. He does spot out HSK. Maybe looking for an op. He will get taken down. myRevenge secure their 3rd round. But if they keep, you know, throwing rounds, even Mara telling them to eco, if they keep throwing rounds, then they're going to get a lot of momentum built up from myRevenge. And when they swap sides, they very well could, you know, tie things up. Like, you're seeing 10-3, like, yeah, this game can be over, but anything can happen once myRevenge get, you know, confident.
We'll see. HSK did hit a lot of big shots in the last 2 rounds, and he was a big player for them earlier on against Immunity. The Deagle, though, from Silkenberg still continues that raw aggression, even with just a Deagle. This is going to be a very easy B hit if they want to go for it. There's just going to be Mara to come around and join them with Sugu backing him up. But they have only got the pistols. Flashed up, trying to run away. But myRevenge cautiously approaching this one. Bomb's actually been left as well, which doesn't help. That's just going to get collected. We can see Frost here in between mid and alt mid.
Thing is, this should be a round that they're going to win, and they need every single round that they can possibly pull off now.
Yeah.
So play it slow. You know, keep your economy up coming into the final round of the first half.
If they can take it to 10-5, it's doable.
It's very doable. It just comes down to, can they keep, you know, the Mongols cool? Can they, you know, calm them down and not let them go on this ridiculous streak that they had already?
Well, as it is, they've managed to get themselves into A site and get a plant without really running into too much trouble. Mara's going to get found out. Got a good tag onto Sign there, but not the frag. And it's just Nuka and Sogo just trying to get something on the exit here. But it's easy. It's not going to work out for them. And another quick kill for myRevenge. So finally, something starting to work for them, but is it too late? They have to get this final round. It is going to be a rifle round for the Mongols, albeit a couple of FAMASes for both Mara and Silkenberg over at B. So B's arguably the weaker. What was Sound doing there, throwing that nade out?
Yeah, just switching over to the Molotov, I believe.
Yeah.
Looks like myRevenge could be running the op for one of the first times for HSK. He's not really going to have much action though in middle. That's kind of the downside for him, but keep in mind, you know, Mongolz, their executions are not that strong, so when myRevenge does CT side, as long as they can win out on a lot of these aim battles, they very well could tie things up. This game's not over by any stretch. We do have Design pushed up towards Boiler. Just gonna actually be being cautious about this. They want to pick up this last round in the first half, and they have the utility to do it. I mean, look at the side of Mongolz, they have almost nothing left. Just 3 flashes of smoke and an incendiary grenade. And myRevenge are more than happy to continue to keep this slow pace going.
Grenade just falling outside of sign there. Didn't quite rattle into the door. I think he came from Frost.
Yeah, he's trying to hit him when he peeks that spot.
Waiting someone to peek around the corner. Nuka's already been challenged at the top here. Just around CT Arch, there it is. There's the opener. Sound manages to get him. He's going to smoke off the archway, and that's going to cut off all the defenders trapped on the A side. And they're going to get gunned down. myRevenge looking good to take themselves this 5th round, and that could well just be a lifeline that they needed. Silkenberg, the only man standing in their way, and he's just going to come running around the corner. 3 pairs of eyes, all trained at him. And it will be Parsay that picks it up. So, despite such a fantastic start for the Mongols, myRevenge do manage to claw the way 5 rounds in the end there. Is it enough, though? It's going to be still a real tough ask on the CT side.
It will be. I feel like, though, if they get the confidence back, something they were really lacking, you know, losing 6 rounds straight on LAN is really tough, especially when you don't have the opportunity to land much. You know, you're in front of a crowd, there's a lot of nerves going through you. But they finally, you know, calm things down. They took the last 4 rounds straight. Now take this momentum into the next half. If they can do that, very well possible they can tie things up. Get the pistol round, you're looking at 8-10. A lot more doable than a what, 13-5?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. If they lose the pistol, 13-5 is a big possibility. As they sort themselves out, get ready to go.
Keep in mind, there's a lot at stake here. You know, if you lose, you're out. There's no chance of going to the major in Cologne in August. If you win, you still have another chance. You got to beat Sky Red, and then not to mention winning the semifinal against the #1 seed from Group B. But you don't want to be that first team home. We're kicking off the second half of the pistol round. Mongolz on that T side, 10-5 with the lead.
All right, what can myRevenge do? Can they drag themselves all the way back into this one, or will the Mongols get the better of Mir and Pistol? Let's see how their defense works. We saw the insane aggression of Silkenberg on the defense. Well, now he's on the attack, and he knows all about Banana, and that's where he's going to challenge himself. Going to get a peek. HSK, the man that effectively stopped him dead with the AWP in the end. Not sure he's going to be expecting Silkenberg to be in this corner.
I don't think they're actually going to be able to, or I don't think they're going to push up either. Those smokes, though, we're using them very early on. Parsay is the last man with the smoke who's actually over towards A. It's not really going to be able to help out too much. He's going to spot out Sound. He's trying to spray through the smoke. He's not going to connect. He's just going to back away. And there's the first kill of Frost. Able to pick that up on Sign, being really aggressive towards bedroom.
Oh, HSK doesn't manage to land the first few shots. This time he gets a good tag, but he had to get the reload. Silkenberg, though, down to 1 health and backs away. It's going to be Mara's turn to try and push in there.
I think Mara's going to try to sell a fake towards B, so he has the smoke and the flashbang, while the rest of the team is going to be going towards A. There's only 2 men here to defend it. It's going to be Maverick, and it's going to be Parsay, and it's going to be very tough to hold on to against the 5-man squad barreling down, and Maverick trying to hold on, and he gets completely taken down in sight.
HSK is going to push straight down Banana as well, realizing that they have all backed away. The fact that Silkenberg picked up Parsay with just 1 health going through there, that's all he had. He remember he was tagged up back in Banana. HSK is coming around the backside. He may just catch someone. He's Sound, meanwhile, in Library. Not quite coming out on top with that jewel yet. They're dancing around. What are they doing in there? Viper do finally get the kill. Standing on top of each other. HSK's footsteps are being heard by Mara. He's going to push out and will catch him down. And now just HSK, who's backing away from this one. Frost's going to run straight on towards him. Tries to go for the knife instead. He's just going to run away. It's going to be a knife duel. Oh, that's dirty, Sound. That was dirty. He wanted the knife.
Let's be honest, you would have done the same thing. You would have picked up that pistol and shot him. No chivalry in CS, come on. Alright, so Mongolz, they pick up the pistol round. They're going to get the buy up. myRevenge, they're going to go for the force. Armor, P250s, 5.7, even the CZ in there, and Sound's the only one with any grenades to be used, besides the smoke out of HSK. Mongolz, are they going to play as passive? get another round on the board, or are they going to be too aggressive and maybe get caught out?
So they're going to creep their way up there. They did get the entry frag at the top of mid last time. This time Parsay playing very passively. Signs the man that went aggressive. He had a little peek around apartments there. Parsay does manage to get the opening exchange on Silkenberg. Silkenberg does finally reply, and that's another pistol kill, and another. What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? myRevenge on an eco pick themselves up the round.
And Zine picking up a triple, and that's what I was saying. Are Mongolz going to get aggressive and run straight into these pistols and armor? And look at that. They did. myRevenge, they get the second round. And look at that. Things can get very close very quickly. Mongolz have to be very patient if they want to pick up this victory. And myRevenge, if they keep this momentum going, we're going to have a tying game any second.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's a long way to go on this one. It's going to be Sound and HSK that hold in the B side. And they're doing it much more passively, sitting back a lot deeper than the Mongols were. Mara with the bombs, going to be the man that peeks towards him. Sound holds the little tiniest of pixels, gets a glimpse, gets a sniff, and throws out the smoke.
That was a great smoke too. That came from over towards A, just to make sure to lock down this B area so they won't have to use their own. Sound will still have his available. They're going to push straight through the smoke. They're going to walk straight into Sound, who's just ready to spray them down. Not to mention the P90. They pick up 4 quick kills. And there's a jumping headshot out of Sound to close things out. myRevenge, now it's 7-11.
That's a nice clean defense. That's what you want to see when you've...
That's how you're supposed to hold against save rounds. You're not supposed to get aggressive like Zulkenberg. But damn, he made it work.
Well, he made it work. Yeah, Tech-9s, though. This is going to be a fast-paced round from Mongolz, I feel. I think they're going to be looking to flash themselves through, judging by the fact they've got 2 flashes on Nuka and 1 on
They're going to
Mara.
charge straight out balcony and try to catch out Maverick and pick up that kill. Or are they just going to go straight towards middle? They have a lot of options. Here comes the smokes and the flashes. They're going to charge straight towards Paste, and they do get the kill eventually in a 1-for-1 trade. They get the P90 rescued. Meantime, Frost will go down towards short.
They do manage to get 1 round. Oh, they weren't expecting Maverick, but then again, now Maverick didn't even fire a shot. Signing Pit, though, does get 1, gets himself into a second one. And a third, and it's a great round in the end for them to hold off the attack, the fast attack from the Mongols there, trying to switch it up. They know they've got a lot of rounds to play with, though, but now they're back on a rifle. I think we're going to see a little slower pace.
Yeah, Mongols, if they get way too cocky, I mean, even the Tech-9 armor buy was a little bit risky out of them. Didn't work out in their favor, but able to buy a pure full kit of utility as well. I could have you could have just guessed by seeing the minimap without the number. That was Zulkenberg being aggressive towards B. He's really trying to make this his home.
He's so impatient that the flames weren't passing by there. It's like, I really need to look around this corner. I really need to look. Knows the smoke's going to pass him by, and will just back away. Is he going to toss the HE into the corner there? No.
Well, the thing is, if you think back to the Skyred game versus Immunity, Skyred gave Immunity so much control banana every single time, but when Immunity was on that CT side, they constantly smoked down towards the bottom, went with 3 men to lock it down. And you're giving, Mongolz a lot of room to really work with, where if you think back to your T side for myRevenge, they didn't have squat.
Absolutely not a great deal gifted to them. myRevenge, though, need to start clocking up more rounds. They started off well here. This is going to be fast play. Mongolz pushing through. Silkenberg,
oh my God, he's
lurking in the smoke. And HSK risks it for a biscuit, just puts a couple of shots through that smoke, knew that somebody was lurking in there. It's like a gorilla in the mist, a Zulkenberg machine coming through, but wasn't to be. And now the rotate, we're going to see Parsay, he's going to be the one that gets the information, catches 2 as they pass on by. Frost gets them out from balcony, and Sign has to put up a stalwart defense. It's not going to work out for him. It's a 2-on-3 with the bomb plant down.
The retake's going to be very difficult, but very possible. They have a nade and incendiary grenade to work with for HSK. They can just put it into the right spot on the site. Things can get deadly. And here we go. Molotov comes in. Not going to work out too well. Just trying to work together to retake this. They do have the kit, so they can make this work. But that mana pit is going to be so crucial. He can place one smart. Yeah, and there we go. He does pick up a kill on the retreat out of myRevenge. That's Mongolz putting a round on the board, 12-8.
Yeah, nice easy round. So Mongolz finally get themselves 1 back on the board here.
It was a good fake, too. It did pull Paste back to CT spawn to let them a little bit light on that A side. And typically what we've seen throughout the day is that, the Asian teams have been really slow to rotate. Like, when they see the bomb, but they'll still keep the men on another site for some reason. So taking advantage, luckily taking advantage of that situation.
this one's a risky one. If they lose this, they're getting close to match point because they're going to be down to an eco. So they have to stop the Mongolz attack here. It's Silkenberg once again that's going to work his way up towards Banana. Sound's actually going to peek him, I think.
Yeah, they're flashing him in. They completely blind it up.
This time, yes, it works out. Sound using the aggression of Silkenberg back on him. And that's the in-game leader down. So he was trying to be the man that distracted. Meanwhile, they got a double stack. A double stack in apartments. They have. It's Sign and Maverick. Interesting double turret stack.
You'll never look in that corner either when you're coming around that corner. You're going to be focused on the stairs and towards the right side, as we can see.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they walk into this, like, Nuka should not pick up anything. They should lock this down as long as they don't retreat too quickly. Oh, miss the shots. Look at quickly backs away. The rest of the hit is coming towards A. These two men here still to defend. This is still going to be tough for Mongolz to take. Well, that does open things up. You can see Nuka picking up the kill on the Zion. Maverick, though, does respawn. He's all by himself. He will have, I'll say, coming in from the side to help out. The bomb has been planted inside of the smokes. They're still spraying through. They're not connecting. Mara gets tagged down to 50 health. And Sirignade's coming in just to push them away.
But they could easily just go for the defuse here. Nobody's really coming off.
Easy. They know where it is. Like, they can spray into the smoke easily to shut this down.
They've gone into apartments. One man could hold it. They're pushed into quad. They could just hold the defuse. And I think he's just finally realized it. Suga tried to come around that. And they just can't keep them at bay. myRevenge will get the defuse and hold out the round. That was an important round as well, because that would have pushed them onto an eco. They would have been down to, what, 14?
It was the double stack inside of balcony. Yeah. Like, you saw them challenge out. They missed the challenge. They backed away, and then Nuke was able to get one kill to really force some pressure from that. But luckily, they're able to hold on to that. And Sugi wasn't able to rotate around quick enough into balcony to stop the defuse from coming through, or at least pick up the kill. But Mongolz 12-9. We're getting really close to an even scoreline here.
So that was a... I think they just flashed out for the guy just to peek out of apartments there. Didn't actually manage to get anything with it, but got the information that there was no one on second mid. And they do just back away, go passively. Or maybe they did just see someone, but once again we see Frost and Silkenberg working their way in towards Banana. This time Frost does go down. He was finally the first man to peek instead of Silkenberg. It is just Tech-9s, the single P250 as well for Mara.
All they have is a flashbang, so they just used it too. They have nothing to get through the smoke with. Look, for them, there's only one man there to defend. It's going to be Sound.
They're pushing onto Arch. They may well actually get around there. It's going to be Passe, but the support came. HSK, who'd already picked himself up one down Banana, rotates around. Sound holds Silkenberg at bay. Silkenberg, the one-man machine. Can he get the bomb plant for his team? Oh, he could have stuck it. Could have got the money. I felt he may well have made it as well. But as it stands, Mongolz now at 12-10, still holding the lead, but myRevenge clawing the way all the way back into this. It was 10-5 at the half, and 10-1 at one point.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Sniper in the interview just recently, and he was saying that playing against that deep pressure towards B when you're playing the T side, if you don't play against it before, you don't know how to counter it. And obviously we saw that myRevenge had no idea, so they're feeling a lot more confident on the CT side. They're really close to tying things up, and if Mongolz, if they can't get an execute down perfectly and get into these sites, start picking up some rounds, they very well could be looking at being behind myRevenge.
Well, we talked about obviously how they will practice. Basically, when you don't get a practice partner, you just have to effectively do your own little 2-on-3 attacks and pushes and holds, and that's obviously what they've been doing. Checking out the smokes, checking out the angles, everybody holding, nobody peeking from myRevenge. It's going to be the Mongolz, and talk about nobody peeking, as HSK does look around from Cubby. Silkenberg catches him easily there. Passe not going to flash himself out here, just goes straight for the peak, doesn't actually have a flash in his possession. Expecting the second to be there, and he is. It's Mara. Oh, and he got caught with a reload there. How he didn't pay the price, I don't know, but they're going to be pushing around that corner. Maverick gets splashed up on balcony. He will manage to catch down Frost. Can he get a glimpse for the second? Sogo comes around, does get the kill. And now it's all on Sound. He's got a long way to rotate, but the rest of his team are already down.
He's got no kid either. I think there's going to be one on side, or at least towards balcony, so it's very well, and he couldn't pull this off. They know exactly where it is. They can hear him. They even Molotov enough just to stop them, or stop him from getting across this point. Almost being caught with a nade in his hand. He's going to have to go through that. Goes off towards Pit. Let's pick up that first goal. He's got a second man, Sugo, over there. He does get the flash up. He completely blinds himself and charges him down, and Sugo picks up the round. 13-10.
I mean, I guess he was just hoping that the other guy was flashed as well. I don't know, whether he's just, you know, rushing straight through. Smoke and flash yourself. I don't really know what was going through his mind in that one-on-one.
Well, it was a good attempt, and the thing is, myRevenge even had a 4-man stack towards A, and yet they still lost out
Jason,
on that.
when you flash yourself, it's not a good attempt. I'm not falling for that. But 13-10, myRevenge on the cusp of going out of this tournament. To lose this round, they're in dire straits, because economy-wise, they're not in a good position. They would be flat broke. There's a bad flash from Mara and bounced off the wrong way. Zuckerberg trying to get some spam, checking there's anyone in dark. Doesn't look like there is. I mean, to be fair to him, Sign and Maverick have been playing fun games in those apartments, so it's quite possible that they could be bouncing around any of those rooms. And at 13-10, Mongolz sense victory, possibly a chance at facing SkyRed in the elimination match.
I'll say over towards Long, he's trying to gather this information where we can see on the minimap 4 people and now 5 of Mongolz are ready to execute towards this direction, and not to mention Frost in balcony be applying some pressure. They've gained some control, even trying to check the corners. Got the money to do it, but there's gonna be a man tucked away inside. There's a man towards Library, and Zuckerberg, you may expect Passe there. It's gonna come down to who gets that first shot off. He's just waiting for him to get a little bit closer. He's gonna peek around towards Library, gets the first one to Nuka. Zuckerberg won't be able to pick him up, and Passe picks up 2. Sugu able to respond finally, but Zine over towards balcony able to get 1.
Just trying to get the shots through the smoke, but Mara's going to push on through.
Oh!
One spins and gets the spray transfer onto Sign. Sound is going to come around the back though, will get himself an easy kill and the defuse. And myRevenge will pick up the round. 13-11, this game is going the distance, ladies and gentlemen, at 10-1. Who would have thought when Mongolz were running away with it?
That was so important too, for those 2 kills to come through at Amara and the plant to get them extra money in their pockets. Once they're not going to be able to buy up this shot unless they want to go for the force. But myRevenge, they're building up steam. I mean, they've been able to get 6 out of the 9 rounds so far on the CT side. And you can see Mongolz, Sugu picking up pistol and armor, Frost picking up Tech 9 and body armor. And I think Mongolz they're running out of steam. They're trying to figure out what's going to work. And the A site's been more or less like the site that they've been able to go to and execute on effectively.
It's going to be a fast push through. They're going to try and pile on through the top of mid, but Passe is there once again. Gets himself a easy double as they come blind through the smoke. See, they've got the bomb just in front of him, so the full rotate coming. myRevenge get a 5-man stack top of mid, and there's not a great deal that Mongolz can do about it.
Yeah, especially if they keep falling like that. So looking at myRevenge to get their next round on the board. Said they could do it. They're going to pull it off. They're going to, I think, tie things up. Sugu in a 1-on-5 will get flashed up and will be backing away. But myRevenge, I think they know exactly where he is, and it's just a matter of time before he does fall. Oh, gets a dink, though. Of course, you're not going to pick up the kill, but Paul's coming in out of Mongolz. I think it's the perfect time to have that happen.
Yep.
They're realizing this game is slowly slipping away from, considering it was a 10-5 first half, and a 10-1 scoreline, like this game is really going the distance. And myRevenge, credit to them to really stick in it, to not get upset about how the first half went and to just keep pushing forward.
And that last round was perfect for myRevenge, because even if they were to lose this rifle now and Mongolz would obviously move on to 14-12, they'd be able to buy back up. They wouldn't be pushed down to an eco. However, they lost that one. Eco match over Mongolz. Mongolz are the ones that called the pause here. It was Silkenberg. So just having a quick chat with his team. As like, come on guys, we were 10-1 up in this game. And that actually mentally may be having a problem right now at 13-12. That mentally may be playing games with them. Need to try and figure out, adjust what's going on. myRevenge on your screen there. They've done a great job of working their way back into this one. Coming back from 10-1 to drag it to 10-5, screaming and kicking. And now at 13-12, they've had a great CT side. And they're the ones, the momentum is with them.
Yeah, and credit to Zine. He's been really stepping up in this half. Obviously the terrorist side is a little bit difficult, but he's had a lot of great kills coming through. And Sound, he's been able to basically solo hold B for a majority of this game. They've been able to be confident to let him sit there this entire time and not really worry too much about it being taken. But here we go. Pause has been lifted. 13-12. Mongolz only up by 1 after 10-5 first half. We're going to find out if they can pick up this round. It's going to be difficult. They have 2 Galils, and they don't have a lot of utility to work with. And there's a 3-man stacking out of myRevenge towards B, expecting a quick hit.
I mean, they did just have a pause, so I'm guessing they're expecting Mongolz to
change-up
try
and
something. And the
aggression.
fact that Silkenberg's the man that has been challenging B, they haven't really gone B-side too often. I felt like they've read this well, but Parsey's rotated back, maybe expecting a very fast push onto B-side, but instead it is going to be much more delayed. myRevenge sitting on whole arsenal of incendiary grenades. Flashes go down. HSK tries to push himself in. He gets himself onto Porch. Gets an easy kill. Silkenberg decides to push through, but it's all a fake. They're trying to push and fake around, but Sign, Maverick, and Parsey are ready for this one. They've sat back. They've sat deep.
They're double faking? Are you serious?
Well, this is maybe straight out of the Silkenberg playbook, but Mara's going to be the man. So this is all a distraction from the Mongolz. But HSK and Sound, they haven't rotated. They haven't fell for it.
I think they want to get a wrap around. Frost can pull this off. You got to get this kill onto Passe to make it happen. The rest of the team pushing through short. Nuka there. Frost picks up one, and they're able to actually collapse completely on this A side, but the bomb is nowhere to be seen. It's over towards B, and you still have HSK there to defend.
Yeah, they're trying to draw the attention, but they're not falling for it. Wow. HSK just sitting passively. So they haven't all shown themselves yet. Sugu, and now look at this. Look at the entire team. They're all going towards B side. They know that Mara's there with the bomb. Mara tries to come in, tries to go straight for the plant, and it was an easy pickup for HSK. Sugu, the last man, time wasn't with them. They delayed for so long. They tried the fake. They tried the faint little play, the double fake back and forward, but myRevenge simply didn't fall for it. Korean discipline kicking in there.
The thing is, the fake worked before. They went for the smoke speed and they had Zilkenberg push up into sight and just sit there, where he eventually got picked off. That knife's not going to help out for Sugu, and they were able to get in towards A off the back of that and get a pretty successful round. And yet, I'm not sure exactly why they had the bomb by himself. If he went towards it could have been a little bit of a different story. Mongolz, they do have Sugu with the AK, Frost with the Tech 9. Sugu was saving that from the last round. And myRevenge still 5 incendiary grenades to work with. They have all the money in the world.
They have to win this round, or their incredible start will have just been for nothing, because myRevenge are fully in control of this game now. They have just about everything in their possession, utility-wise, weapon-wise. Not gone for an AWP at all, by the way, myRevenge. Not a single AWP the entire game. Happy to just use the rifles to keep them at bay. Parsey's been doing a fantastic job here at Arch. And it's going to be him that's going to get called to action once again as Maverick picks up a kill. But Parsey, as soon as he thinks he should line up for him, but he doesn't manage to get one. It's Sogo that comes out on top. Now Maverick, that nade will be landing.
Where was the ball going? It just got dropped on top of middle. He rotated around, maybe trying to go towards short, and now this is looking so bad for Mongolz.
And now Sound just comes around. Maverick picks up a double. Frost is the sole man standing. And myRevenge just dropped them with ease.
That
as you mentioned, that's just simply not moving as a team. That's a little.
He took the bomb around to go towards short to plant when he could just push through sight with his team. That was a great job as well by Zine to just stay alive and to be that nuisance, to really kind of be that, I guess, lurk role on the CT side, funny enough. But myRevenge pulling out with the lead for the first time this game.
From 10-1 down, myRevenge all the way back into it. I can't believe they've managed to claw the way from this one, especially with the way that Mongolz played the T side, but it has been a fantastic disciplined response from myRevenge. Three-man stacking, expecting something to come at B side at the moment. Well, Mongolz haven't really decided where they're going because nothing's been working. Nuka's gone with an AWP this time, glass cannon. We haven't really seen that going too much. I mean, Silkenberg was massive with the AWP in the first CT side, but
we saw some Mirage where Zuckerberg used at the beginning, then they swapped it over to Nuka, and he was able to step up.
Well, I think we asked them earlier, like, who's the AWP? They told us 3 people were, so we just went with it. And I guess that's why it's showing. But I think Zuckerberg just got spotted there. Sign, realizing the danger, doesn't push on through. Oh, HSK missing a lot of shots there, and he's not going to get away with it, but it doesn't matter. The distraction was there. Sign pops around the corner. He's in a single USB battle. He's trying to catch onto Frost, and he will find him. Mara, the sole man standing. It's a one-on-one. Sound versus Mara, and he comes around. Sound shuts him down. It's match point for the Koreans.
Great hold by myRevenge as well. Zine did a fantastic job slowing them down, picking up the triple. And Sound coming out to close out the round 15-13, battling back from 10-5 first half. myRevenge are on match point to get through tomorrow to play against SkyRed and Mongolz. They have the guns, but they don't have the utility to back it up with. Someone needs to go huge here to keep them in the game.
I think one thing's for sure, Mongolz have the aggression. It's just, can they control it? Have they got the aim? Have they got the tactics to go with it? Because this is where they fell short. You know, the pure aggression on the CT side, the holding the lines, they can hold an angle, no problem, no doubt about it. But they seem a little disjointed on the T side. And myRevenge, they've worked wonderful. They're going to try and push on through. HSK, that molly is going to be brilliant. It does slow them down, but they're going to push on through. There's nobody there. Sound's going to get one single shot off, but that is about all. That was down mid. And now the bomb plant will come in. This is a tricky 3-on-4 reset.
That nade getting so close to Frost, almost connecting. They have a lot of money to work with, so it's not like they need to necessarily back away, but they're going to give this round away. They're going to look at a potential overtime. So it's going to be 15-14, and them still with the slight lead. I think they almost know that Mongolz are not going to chase these guns down. If they can get some exit kills here, they can force Mongolz onto a really shoddy buy next round. You think about what they had this round. It was Galil's, AKs, and basically no nades to work with. We could be seeing the final round of a normal game.
Taking weapons away from him is not going to hurt. Maverick gets a double on the exit there. Both Mara and Frost survive by the skin of their teeth. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Will it be overtime? Will Mongolz be able to do it? That's the first round they've picked up in a while, to be fair. There was 5 back-to-back for myRevenge. And now match point. myRevenge, for the first time, picking an AWP up for Sound. I tell a lie, they had one in the last round as well. So
yeah, saving it from that last round. Trying to go into the final round.
Sound's actually defending D. He's finally, they're using an AWP on B. And actually triple stacking it once again, which has kind of backfired on them the last few times. Maybe expecting a fast push again.
You can see though on the screen, Mongolz being aggressive over towards apartments. They have rotated Sound back towards Arch. They do have that 2-3 split, but Mongolz are on the cusp of throwing this into overtime. It's going to come down to these shots out of both teams if they connect the initial ones, get those entry kills. And a lot of pressure on the Mongolz shoulders. To stay alive in this whole tournament, they need to win this round.
Sign.
He's going to get burned out.
He's going to spread towards him. It forces him out of quad. Sound has picked one up though. That's over. CT gets a second. Not going to get the third. Silkenberg pushes around, but Sign responds.
He has the bomb.
Sugu. The bomb just in apartments. It's been dropped into quad. Mara finds the man in pit though. He's got support, but Sign is doing a solid job at slowing them down here. Now he's got support. He backs around, rotates out.
There's not a lot of time left. They have 20 seconds to get this bomb and plant it. They're actually going to be gifted it, I believe, and they should be able to get this bomb planted. It's going to come down to an after-plant situation.
myRevenge should have pressured that a little bit more, but they're panicking, and Mara finds another. 2-on-2 for overtime or game. Winner takes it all. HSK finds one. Silkenberg will go down. It's myRevenge that will take it 16-14. Coming back from 10-1 down. When they took it to 10-5 in the first half, we thought they'd given themselves a chance, and they took it. And by God, have they performed well here. You can see the stress that went through even the coach's face there. myRevenge 16-14. They will go through to face SkyRed in the elimination match. That will be tomorrow morning. And the Mongolz, what a great performance from them. They will go out the tournament, but they've certainly turned up and performed. 16-10 to Immunity.